You're welcome back to the show. It's still West Breakfast. Now it's time to take a look at what the headlines are saying, both from the national space and international space. I will be starting from the Guardian newspaper, where the major headline is on the gross domestic product as GDP defies inflation shock as more Nigerians take informal jobs. And the economic overview, there's a Nigerian map, and then there's gross domestic products where we have over $363 billion in 2023. We have 1,672.8 also in 2023. That's on GDP per capita, and on real growth rate, we have 3.46 trillion naira. Then on the side corner, there is a balance of trade where we have more exports, we have trade supply, and we have import. Apparently, we have 19.4 trillion naira exports, we have 6.9 trillion naira trade supplies, we have 12.47 trillion naira import. And on our debt and inflation, about 134.3 trillion naira public debt. We have 22.4% of GDP, and we have 33.88% on inflation rate. And away from the old economic hardship story, Edwin Clark decries Rivers political crisis, fourth lawmakers defection. Away from that, NBA slams EFCC boss for accusing lawyers of money laundering. Federal government defends borrowing as NNPCL. FIRS customs surpasses 2024 target. Minimum wage Cross Rivers workers embark on strike, rejects government's plea. NNPC defends output amid confusion over oil production data. And despite challenges, Nigeria's economy grew by 3.46%. That's on the business page. This caused record 54.2 billion revenue shortfall in September. And the last headline is on the sit at home in Anambra State. Schools closed over gunmen attacks in Anambra State. For more details of it, quickly grab the page of the Guardian newspaper for more details. And we'll look now to the Punch newspaper.
All right, the major story for the Punch newspaper reads, FG plans more troops as sect spreads in Northwest states procure vehicles, orders for troops, sect spread to North Central. CDS plans more military bases. Customs sees 556 million naira contraband in Ogun State. 2025 budget, 13 states commit 3.8 trillion naira to salaries and others. US-based Nigerians bag 30-year jail for $3.5 million romance scam. Pensions have outperformed my predecessors, says Adeleke. EFCC places Obaseki on watch list, probes contract. Labour protests NBS drop in unemployment rate report. Jackpot workers on federal government payroll resigning amid probe. States tackle NNPCL over extra 1 trillion naira subsidy payments. And that's all I have for the Punch newspaper. Let me read just the details I found for the major headline. It says the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited has requested an additional subsidy refund of 1.19 trillion for July 24, citing exchange rate differentials on fuel. But state governments tackled the National Oil Company over the latest request as they raised concerns of these accounting practices. And these findings were based on the Federation Account Allocation Committee Postmortem Subcommittee report for September 2024, revealed that exchange rate differential stood at 4.56 trillion naira as of June 2024 and June 2024, but this figure increased to 5.31 trillion naira. Summary of the story is NNPCL had increased, the whole subsidy stuff to over 1.1 trillion naira. And the people holding them accountable is surprisingly state government. And I don't know how to feel about this story, but they gave their reasons for it. They stated reasons of inflation rate, the fact that there were backlogs, some stuff that they had before had not been sorted. So everything is just piling up onto each other. But now we're seeing different state government that are tackling this. It shows that at least at the higher powers or, for people that are in higher authorities, the closest of accountability we can get is when they come at each other. So that's the story for The Punch. The Punch has some very interesting stories. If it catches your fancy, you can visit their website and read the details.
All right, straight on to the international space. New York Times newspaper. And by the right side of the newspaper, we have love and hate in hometown lanes. Love, that's with a question mark. Next to that, we have transition fund for Trump keeps donors locked. By the left side of the newspaper, fraud hunters earn windfalls tied to COVID. Middle of the newspaper, surviving Gaza. Beneath that, the Jets and Giants take different route towards rock bottom. All right, next to that, which is the last headline on the newspaper, has immigrants seeking safeguards as threats of deportation years. I wish to take that, but there's one other one that is, I think, more pressing. And this says transition fund for Trump keeps donors clogged. So the president-elect Donald Trump is not revealing the names of donors funding his transition into office. This is unusual as past president-elect have been more transparent. Without transparency, no one knows who is giving money, how much they are giving, or what they might want in return. This could allow foreign donors and businesses to quietly influence the incoming administration. Ethics experts warn this secrecy could lead to conflicts of interest and undermine public trust. Honestly speaking, Trump has just come in and there's just a lot of stories that we keep hearing. Tell me how you're not telling, even if you're not telling the whole citizens of Americans, but at least people that are with you are supposed to know the people that, exactly, are supposed to know the people that, adding in what business industries, are putting their money down for you to be on set, right? Okay. The people supporting you, we are supposed to know, right? But instead, we don't even know who they are. Let's even start with that. Except the few persons that, we already talked about that, people that are into crypto. Exactly. People that are into the cryptocurrency and all of that. We know those ones. But the ones that, I really don't know why he's not, telling everybody who these people are, who the donors are, what money, what policies have they even laid down that, Trump is going to follow if he's in power and all of that. Like, we need to know these things. And it's making me feel like for him not to come out and tell us these things, it's more like probably the Americans won't agree to whatever policies these people are bringing out. That's what it is.
They're just pulling strings where they are not supposed to.
Exactly.
There's nothing really serious with this. Because there are other donors that have come, sorry to cut you short, there are other donors that have come and he has made it very open. What's the big deal about this particular one?
The fact that we don't know about this person makes it a big deal. I'm trying to relate.
You know about this person.
What did you say?
You know about some of them. It's not like there's total 100% secrecy to these people.
See, that's the thing. The fact that we know those persons, we know that, this person is into this and this is what... the fact that it shows that probably whatever policies that they are going to lay down is something that they know that is flexible. The Americans will buy into it. But the fact that we don't know, it's just like, for example, if the president travels outside the country today and comes back and we don't know exactly what conversation he has had with, with whoever that he went to see there, there's going to be some level of alarm that, okay, are you sure they have not sold us? That's why we keep clamoring on transparency in this country. Because if at the end of the day, for whatever reasons that you do certain kind of things, during the whole China thing, when we heard the story, we were all surprised. Most of us were surprised that, okay, we did not even know this and this happened. But those are the kind of things that citizens of Nigeria are supposed to know. So same goes to Americans as well. Trust me, it will not be in the headline if it is not a big deal.
It's not really. See, let me tell you the truth, God's beauty. Heavy is the head.
You are a Trump person.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown. So I can understand the unnecessary pressure that is just being put at this point. Somebody that's not even been sworn in as president yet, you're already tackling every backstory.
So it's about tackling.
It's about tackling because that's how I've seen the stories from the beginning of this week. It's always one tackle or the other.
But the thing is, I'll leave us with this thing to ponder on. Let's imagine it's happening to our own president, President Tinubu here. They went to sign a deal with some people we do not know about. What the deal entails, we do not know as well. What would you do?
Would you be scared or not?
Would you be scared or not?
Or you feel relaxed?
We tackling President Tinubu. Think about
now, this was not about signing deals. This was about people that sponsored, right? People that donated their money.
Do you think there are people that will donate money for free? What are you saying?
Who does anything for free?
What do you mean donate? I'm not saying anybody is going to donate money for free, but signing deals and putting money down, they are two different things.
Let's say we remember when they said President Tinubu signed. Okay, let's not go far.
Yes, because it's looking like this.
Let's just imagine President Tinubu take money or sponsorship from some unknown people that we do not know about.
I feel like we're
what
even
the
going
money
far.
was
All
for.
the loans and everything they are collecting.
Stop it now.
Let's be for
call
real.
him out.
Let's face it.
This one is not loan. They just supported his cause.
For a
Let's see.
Trumparian, I didn't expect less.
I mean.
And that's
me
it on our
whatever.
headlines across the globe. We are going to take a quick break now. We're going to return with our hot topic for today. Today's conversation will be a very interesting one. Please stick around. We'll be back in a minute. Glad to have you back. Today we are going to be talking about why do people jump on trends and challenge on social media? Is it for fun or fear of missing out? So on today's episode, we will be looking at viral content and challenges. It's no longer a secret that viral challenge and trends have become an essential part of our social media lives. I mean, if you want to stay relevant on social media right now, you have to be updated and ensure you're jumping on every trend that comes out. But here's the question we're asking today. Are jumping on these trends for viral moments, for fun, or it's all about the fear of missing out, FOMO? Over the past few months, Nigeria's social media space have been on fire with some crazy, hilarious, and sometimes heartwarming challenges. And even our top celebrities can't resist hopping on this bandwagon. From wild dance moves to funny confessions, we've seen how quickly trends have become viral. But the biggest question is, why are people jumping on trends? Do they jump on trends for self-expression? Are they trying to keep up with trends? Are they trying to stay relevant, or they are doing it for the fear of missing out on views and engagement this content will attract? So today we're going to dive into some of these relatable viral challenges that has been buzzing our different social media platforms and celebrities that have joined in the recent one. We'll be starting with the fresh recent challenge of the suspect challenge. And the most recent one is we listen, we do not judge. So I'd like us to just briefly play some of the challenges, just 1 or 2 seconds of each challenges, so our audiences that are not social media savvy can understand. Yes. So let's start from the suspect challenge.
The suspect challenge.
Oh yeah, now let's start. Suspects wants a glowing skin.
Run now. Run
I should run.
of it.
No,
Yes.
I ran this morning. As a matter of fact, suspects wants a flat belly, but we never do exercise. Suspects wants a glowing skin, but they are always drinking sugary things and not drinking water. I don't know if you're waiting for a miracle. Suspects claims that they are eating healthy, but they will always eat shawarma with 2 hot dogs every day. Suspect claims that health insurance is expensive, but every weekend they are buying a shreddy. Suspect is currently sitting on the toilet seat pressing their phone. They've been there for 1 hour. The suspect will soon have pie.
Apropos, doctor, what should do the suspect challenge?
Suspects buy a motor in 1 day, and the second day, suspects have a friend of a mechanic, a loss of mechanic, coming to our house. Suspects is still talking, I beg. Suspects call mechanic, they fool our house, they are pouring water in the engine of the muscle. Why shit here?
Suspect buy car finish. Now baby allow make you enter in car.
not to even carry and go meet him mama, say make mama bless him. Idiot suspect.
Thank you.
Foolish suspect.
Thank you.
Why did that?
My baby is my life. I love her so much.
Suspect.
Suspect is a relationship therapist, but doesn't have a relationship.
I have relationship.
So all our non-social media savvy people, I think they understand the suspect challenge
Now.
We initially started with Aproko Doctor suspect. I mean the educative one before Pella suspect, Blessing CEO suspect. In fact, we have Vicky James suspect. Suspect
Rated
is to use
18+.
the toilet but does not flush and
That
blah
one
blah
is
blah.
not sweet now. Is the suspect something nipples? But let's move forward.
Let's
18
move
plus
forward.
God's beauty.
18 plus.
Eh?
So now we are going to be talking about why do people actually jump on trends and challenge? Are they scared of missing out? Do they do it for the views reason? I mean, we've seen different type of suspect challenge. Aproko Doctor joined this challenge and he said really, really educative things. Suspect sits on toilet seat for hours, pressing his phone. We know as a normal person, shouldn't spend hours on toilet seat. That was educative enough if you ask me. We saw Pella Zone. I mean, I was lost with the plenty English and grammar, but then we got to this thing. So now let me ask you, because Oluchi, I saw it on your social media page.
Okay.
Suspect comes to this thing. So why do you jump on trends and challenge on social media? Do you jump on it for... Put me on it. Why do you jump on trends on social media?
This suspect doesn't want to cast herself. But I think the suspect challenge is quite fun and interesting. And that's why, honestly, that's why I jumped on it at first. Because I felt like, this is a very interesting trend. But as interesting as it is, if you now want to tweak it to be relevant to what you're doing and your career, like what Aproko Doctor did. I mean, he's somebody that is a commentator on health practices and all.
Yeah.
You can see that it was educative, even while still fun. I mean, Aproko's doctor one was very interesting. Especially that one that he said, you are sitting in toilet for 1 hour, you still have pile.
Yeah.
And it's very relatable. So he has combined fun, entertainment, and also he's educating people. And so why I jumped into the challenge, because it was fun. I wanted to just do something for my social media. And also wanted to put out some relevance as regards my career to it. So I'd say it's a mixture of the two. Anytime I do challenges, it's because, of course, I want to leverage on the virality of it. I want to leverage on the fact that I could reach more audience. I want to leverage on the fact that, you know, this could educate people, but much more enjoy myself in the process. So that's
Okay, so according to you, you jump on trends on social media for the virality of it to stay relevant.
Yes, to stay
Right.
relevant, yeah.
God's beauty. You're not a social media person.
Hey.
If you want to
Why
start
did you
social
conclude
media
on
right
that?
now, because that's the truth, why will you decide to jump on every trend? I mean, I'm a TikTok person, and each week different trends. We have the kese kese dance. We have the whiskey, Preston, Nigerian Limited. They are different trends to jump on. It's from the Juba dance. So before you learn one dance finish, there's another
one
new
is
trend.
coming.
Before you do, we listen, we do not judge.
I
Another
don't
one
understand
has
that
popped in.
particular challenge.
Oh, we are
So
going
that's
to
simple
that.
now.
We are going to that. But let me hear from God's beauty first. Why do you think people jump on trends and challenges on social media?
It's simple, right? So I remember we had a conversation last week, and I was telling you that for you to stay relevant is you studying the market. And studying the market for you to be able to excel on social media, to be able to sell your whatever that you are selling on social media is by, after you understand it, you see the challenges and you jump on it. Now look at the likes of our Aproko Doctor. He did what he did, not because he felt like, oh, let's do it, everybody's doing it.
Yeah.
But you understand that, okay, for me to also sell my brand, why I do what everybody's doing as well, is also putting out my job there, right? I mean, he's an Aproko Doctor, so he literally gives us, tips on,
Health.
on health and
Yes.
healthy living and all of that. So the only way you see now him jumping on the trend is by him now adding those things. So suspect this one, suspect that one, but it's edutaining. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Educating you and entertaining you at the same time.
same time.
So people that jump on trends is because they want to stay relevant and at the same time also market what they are selling. Do you understand?
Interesting.
So that's like just you now bringing your marketing skill and also jumping on the trends. I mean, I don't see why you're not relevant. So yeah.
So now, we cannot jump on trends without being on some certain social media platforms. So do we think social media platforms like TikTok especially and Instagram push this behavior, or it's more about personal choices?
I mean, that's where it's on these platforms that these challenges are on. So the only way you can actually participate in these challenges is to be
It's as good as me buying a television set. I'm not buying a television set to be an actor or to be one of the people that will be displayed on my screen. I'm buying a television set so that I can watch people. So I'm going on TikTok. I'm scrolling through TikTok so I can enjoy the content. Not because I can join, because right now I'm so scared that maybe tomorrow I wake up and see my grandmother on TikTok. Because they all have access to phones, right? And you buy them data at intervals, and they go through TikTok and they're scrolling, and then there's this thing that comes with scrolling through content and you want to join. I've seen men do dance challenges, old men with big tummy. I've seen some content that I'm very sure it's peer pressure that made this man or this woman join content. So is it that it's the social media platforms that's pushing people to actually join this content, or it's a personal choice?
I don't want us to see it as pressure thing, first of all, because in as much as social media is a very wild space and people can always tilt to the negative part, it's still a very fun space. There are times where I am bored, I'm scrolling through reels on TikTok and Instagram and I'm laughing out loud, I'm sending to some other people. So sometimes, apart from the whole, I don't want to miss out, I want to stay relevant, it's just fun to, let me do this dance challenge that I've seen somebody do, just to be a fun person as well. So if you're a fun person, somebody that your life is not so hard, you don't overthink things, you will easily want to tilt towards, I saw this dance challenge, let me jump on it. The reason why I can't do dance challenges is because I know I will disgrace my family members. And I do not want to venture that part.
Dancer.
Exactly, but when I see some dance challenges, I try to do it on my own with my friends or just in my room, enjoying how it feels like. But some people are bold enough to now set their ring light camera and do it for you to see. So I think social media is firstly a fun place. Let's not overthink it and start dragging and stretching. Though we know the extreme has now come, people are now tilting to the other end, but it's firstly a fun place. So I think it's more of a personal choice to want to engage in fun.
God's Beauty, I will ask you a different question. I think there's not I will mention God's Beauty, and I would not think of the likes of Ashmusi or the likes of Blessing CEOs or the likes of Very Dark Man.
She talks about them
She
a
talks
lot.
about them
She's
a
Very
lot.
Dark Man. It's from you I knew Very Dark Man.
I mean, BDM this, BDM that. So we've seen a lot of celebrities join these viral challenges. This suspect challenge in particular. We've seen Vicky James and Mr. Femi Atere, apologies for the wrong pronunciation of the surname, join this challenge. And they rated theirs 18 plus. We've seen Blessing CEO join this challenge. And in this challenge, 18 plus content were shared about her. What do you have to say about this? Why do they jump on this challenge? Is it a marketing strategy? Was it for them to stay relevant? Was it for them to... Why did they say the things they said? Fine, we already concluded that they are joining this challenge for relevance sake. But why did they say the things they said? Is it for them to trend? Because, like Vicky James, I feel like she said those things so that other blogs can pick those videos and repost. The same way to Blessing Series, because I don't follow them. I only follow Vicky James' catalog or business page. So you turn right, you see Blessing CEO jump on content challenge, you see Vicky James. So did they actually say these particular things so that it can go more and more viral?
So I feel like you already got the answer, right? So, one, to stay relevant. Two, to keep trending, to be on the lips of everybody. I mean, that's a Blessing CEO for you. She likes being on the lips of everybody. Do you get what I'm saying? Then also, it's also a marketing strategy, because for every time that, everybody will have to go to their page to go and watch it. Because sometimes this blog can be very funny that they just pick the most interesting parts. Everybody wants to go back to the page to go and watch it and all of that. And I think there's something Blessing C also does now, where she just do a very short video and she tells you to go to her YouTube, to go and watch it. So that one too is also, it's a marketing strategy to get more money and all. Then apart from these people that are very famous, right, there are people that also jumped on this trend that when you listen to them, you'll be like, okay. So I feel like most people also use this suspect challenge to be able to say whatever they know that they cannot say willingly. Yes, it happened. I'll tell you.
Very true.
I'm being for real. There's this video I saw where a girl, they're friends, yeah? And the first one is like, that she said something around the fact that either that one doesn't go to church or something, and they laughed about it. Now, when they switch phones, the one of the suspects that I told to help me know if my boyfriend is cheating on me or not, that one ended up sleeping with my boyfriend. And that one was like, no, I did not sleep with him. They said arguing, and And somehow, I don't know how that video made its way to social media. Because, I mean, literally, it's visibly seen that you guys are not really correlating. And one person had beef to the other person.
What if it was staged? That's
It
another
can
way
be.
to look at it.
That's why I
So,
talked about marketing strategy first. Before, you know, the other.
But when we talk about marketing, so what exactly do these people want to market?
but we have to
What are they
take a
marketing?
coffee break now.
Let's
we
go
need
on
to
the
take
break.
a coffee break. To you, our viewers, why do you jump on trends on TikTok? Why do you do that Juba challenge? Why do you do suspect challenge? That's the question we're asking this morning. When we come back from this break, we open our phone lines as well. You can also go to our social media pages, our TikTok, our YouTube page to drop a comment. We'll be right back after this break. Please be on standby.
Looking to take your business to the next level through partnerships? Then join us every Thursday at 10 a.m. for Partner Up.
Whether you're an entrepreneur, marketing, sales, or partnership professional, Partner Up is here to give you the tools you need to succeed.
From in-depth interviews with industry experts
To real-world case studies of successful partnership strategies that drive innovation and business growth.
we dive deep into what it takes to form successful partnerships.
Thursdays, 10 a.m.
Don't miss Partner Up.
Life is made up of moments, some that lift us, others that break us. Welcome to Heartlines. This is our space where we explore the beauty, the heartbreaks, and the incredible strength that every relationship brings into our lives. Friendship, marriages, partnerships, and everything in between.
Yes, say yes.
All the connections that shapes who we are today. Every week, we dive into the stories that define us. Stories of love, loss, heartbreaks, and healing. Real life stories from real people, just like you and I. Heartlines is where emotions meet understanding, and where we learn that we're never truly alone. Join me Mondays through Fridays at 9:30 p.m. for Heartlines, where we connect with every heart, one story at a time.
You're welcome back to the show. This is still Ways Breakfast, and you can be a part of the conversation by going to our page at Official Upgrade TV on YouTube and via our different social media platforms. Now we are going to open our phone lines, and we will also start reading our comments. And the question is, why do people jump on trends and challenge on social media? We've analyzed the suspect challenge, and we've analyzed that people jump on it for relevance reasons and to say out their mind. Now we want to talk about the we listen, we do not judge challenge. Once again, we are going to play one or two of the content and we'll be back to discuss it and stretch it further. Oh, okay. I said we doesn't have any video on that. So, okay, we listen, we do not judge challenge. This is a challenge where people, like group of people, air out their mind. Like group of 3 people just come and say, We listen, we don't judge. So I will say all the things that probably I've done to you in the past, or maybe things me I've done myself that I'm not proud of, but I'll say it to you. But you people cannot judge me. And I've watched a couple videos online of we listen, we do not judge. And I've seen really weird ones. I don't know if it's made up, because right now on TikTok, we don't know which is true or which is said on purpose so that it can go viral. I saw a content of a girl and her mother. The mother, she was saying that, and you remember when you were arrested then for ajo money? I think we were speaking pidgin. So remember when you were arrested then for ajo money? When you were arrested for 3 days, now me thief the money. I stole the money to give a man. And, you know, it didn't end well, of course.
What?
It didn't end well. I don't know if it was for content reasons or for no reason. And I've seen cases where some ladies will say, and you know that your boyfriend, I mean, collector, and different reasons. And
you know why I believe that this thing can be for that the fact that they post it shows that it is acted. Because if it is real, and let me explain why I feel that way. If I really hear a devastating news and I'm holding my phone at you like this, first of all, that phone will drop down and shatter while I deal with you. So when I go and find the video that I have not saved to post. So it shows that some of these things, 80% of them are acted. Very acted.
So when you say people jump on trends, it is actually intentional. Understand it? Again, it takes us back to the fact that it can be a business strategy. It can be a marketing strategy. Do you know that there are a lot of people that the only thing they want to do right now is to be popular? They forget that it's one thing to be famous, to be recognized. They forget that it's one thing to be famous and not have the money. So how do you want to... I mean, if you listen to people that have made fame quick, like very fast, you see that at the end of the day, they have nothing to show for it. You see them start hiding or start having certain kind of issues, right? Now, there's something that I'm trying to, you know, bring out from all of this. Just yesterday, I was watching a video of one guy that said he wants to go to the Maven's house. I don't know who saw that. That he wants to go to the Maven's house and stay there until Don Jazzy comes out. In my head, I'm like, what are you thinking? Now, it takes me back to the fact that you see that people will do anything just for the fame, just for people to know them. This guy looks well-to-do. He's not looking like somebody that needs help. And he says Don Jazzy is his helper, and he's going to the Maven's house to go and stay there till somebody helps him out. Do you get what I am saying? Now, even the phone that they use in capturing him, you will know that it's an iPhone. This guy,
15 Pro Max.
This guy dressed well, to the extent that he even has like printed outfit already. That he has like outfit that he already printed out. So for every day, I think he said he's going to stay there for like 5 days or so. So for every day, he has a new shirt that he's putting on. Tell me somebody like that's coming out to say you need help. That Don Jazzy is your helper.
Sorry, I mean, let's watch the. We listen, we don't judge.
We have a video now.
We have videos now.
I once catch my daddy and mommy doing opwe.
We listen, we don't judge.
Betty's dad is my sugar daddy, guys.
We listen, we don't judge.
I once checked my daddy's pocket and I saw condom. I used it to masturbate.
We listen, we don't judge. How's that possible, guys?
One day I was trying to rape Ivana.
We listen, we don't judge.
You guys are weird.
We listen, we don't judge.
I've once licked the pus from my nose before.
We listen, we don't judge.
I've perceived my menstrual blood before.
That was it. We listen, we don't judge.
We listen.
We do not judge.
We listen.
We do not judge. Talk your truth. We go listen. We no go judge you.
Okay. Do you know that textbook? That time you called daddy for textbook, you told him 35K. That later sent 10K for you. And the one that told daddy that you were lying, you should send 10K.
Jesus,
we listen, we do not judge.
We listen, shall we listen?
We do not judge.
You know that time that you woke up and we saw piss on the bed, urinated on the bed. That you were saying you were not the one, that you cannot urinate on the bed. My dear, I was the one that poured water on the bed because you spoiled my iPhone call and you were not even feeling remorseful. So I poured the water to get back at you. We listen.
You do not judge.
Simple. We do not judge.
Do you know that your saving boss that you broke, there was no money inside?
And that one that the man did juju.
It's not, the man did not do any juju. And the one that took the money and replaced it with new saving boss, how much that was in that saving boss was 17,850 naira.
Wait, are you mad? Are you mad?
We listen, we not judge.
Are you mad? Are you mad?
We listen, we do not judge.
We already judged.
This one, I will judge you.
This one, he has been judged right on camera. So this is it. This is a question. You come out on social media and say, we listen, we don't judge. We listen. I was thinking about it. I watched an office edition when the person said, I took my office, I spoiled my charger and I replaced it with office charger.
Oh, wow.
I download episode season 1 to 12 of a movie with office Wi-Fi.
Oh, wow.
And then I'm like, I cannot do this challenge. Come and tell me today we listen. Because if you do not judge me, HIV isn't bad, it will look at me.
And the internet never forgets. You don't know what you're applying for one day.
Do you understand?
It will dig it for you.
And they will dig it out. So now, my question right now is, does this challenge do more harm than good or more good than harm? All of these challenges, social media.
It does more harm than good.
This particular listing, not judge, it's a very dicey one.
Challenge is good. I mean, it's for you to be able to sell your market. It's for people to know that you are there.
What are you selling, Choir? We listen, we don't judge. What am I selling?
This one, you're selling nothing.
It's for the fame and popularity. That's why I say it depends on the challenge, right? But do you know that an educative person can actually turn this to something better?
Oh, yes, I do.
We listen, we do not judge. There was a time where I used to pronounce a certain word like this, and I taught my children, that's we listen, we do not judge.
People who are psychologists can do something like this based on child trauma, we do not judge, and tweak it.
I mean, so
depends on the group chat you're in.
Do you understand? So, I mean, for all these people, it is, even the first video we watched, that was quite painful. In short, when I was watching those girls, the first thing that came to my head is, do these people know that they'll be mothers soon? Because that's the truth.
A particular girl said, your dad is my sugar
daddy.
And you are still doing the challenge.
Someone
and you have not collect one or two. You never collect one or two with that challenge.
What would you do to her?
I don't understand. We are watching that video right now. And then come, let me listen where. Let me judge it for you.
I'm sorry, but there's nothing you can actually do to her.
Well, maybe
because she did not put herself in the relationship. Your father too is responsible.
Well, they are both adults.
I am sorry.
They are both adults.
Exactly.
Maybe we can start sharing the court. 60-40. We listen.
We don't judge.
You're not serious.
So do participating in trends actually make people feel more vulnerable or exposed or more exposed? More exposed.
I mean,
more vulnerable.
Explain that.
More vulnerable. I always like to look at the internet as you are playing the long haul. Things always do come back. It's a place to be careful, really. I know they say sometimes they might talk about you now and there'll be somebody else to talk about. But trust me, when you now enter the picture, there's something good about you. And there are some people...
We're still mentioning to a savage leaked sex tape.
Exactly. So it will always come out. I don't think we deserve to put ourselves in any vulnerable position, especially not with the internet. The internet was meant to be for good cause, was meant to be for fun, to be for educative things, entertaining things, but a lot of things have been warped now in the internet. So you cannot afford to put yourself in vulnerable situations. So I do not like the challenges that seem, especially that 18+ one. We even jumped that suspect challenge that talked about the 18+ own, and you know, I love Vicky James a lot. I love her craft.
Coming from you?
No, I'm serious. I really like how she puts a whole lot into her career. When I watched that challenge, I was really shocked that
you not understood.
Meant to be
you not understood what we are talking about that day.
Now let me tell you,
don't bring that here.
If that challenge,
that has nothing to do with Christianity or anything.
Just very shallow things about her marriage, or even because she has done content about her marriage and her husband, and it wasn't too deep, just something to laugh about. But this one was just very intimate. Why put your sexual life on the course? Now, that is why I'm a very objective person. So if I like you, I'm liking you, and I'm showing you the things that you should also change. Like I said, she's quite admirable, but that one was just a little bit extreme. And I wonder why put yourself in that vulnerable spot.
Wait, I somehow want to attack this thing that she just said.
Attack me.
Because just last week we had this conversation,
what did I say?
she said, "Oh, the suspect has nothing to do with Vicky James. Vicky James is not putting a marriage nonsense.
That's why I said
not
that.
Deviated." Oluchi, this is for me. This is me telling you now that before you state anything, come with facts.
My dear.
Because now, this thing that you are saying, you have just gone against what you said last week.
No, my dear, you didn't listen to me properly. I want you to listen to me 100%. I'm being objective here.
Oluchi, I'm going to ask you this question.
Let me first land my point with God's beauty.
Let's land it together with this one.
Okay, ask the question.
Like you said you like Vicky James a lot, and in a way you look up to her.
I didn't say I look up to her.
Okay.
She's at
unconsciously.
You will agree with me that you can pick people's words. Please continue.
To every celebrity out there, there are 1 or 2 persons that look up to them. Even where you are at the moment, there are 1 or 2 persons that look up to you, that want to be in your shoes, that want to do what you're doing. So you're not joining some content on social media, the suspect challenge, the releasing we don't judge challenge, and some certain things were said about you. Don't you think the way your fans, the way the people looking up to you, don't think the way they look up to you will probably reduce, or they have a diverse? Because for me, I used to see Vicky James as that creative person. But right now, I don't know if she's a chef or she's a creative person, she's a content creator. She has split herself into 8 people in my head.
That's because she's multi-dimensional. She's multi-dimensional. You have to give it to her for that. But the problem with multi-dimensional people, the most problem with multidimensional people is that they have the tendency to flip and go overboard sometimes. Not misjudged. Like I said, I love her content. I watch her cooking content. I watch her husband and family content. I was watching this content at the beginning, it was making sense. But when she started going overboard, that's when I knew that you have crossed the line, auntie. So God's beauty, it does not take away the fact that Vicky James is multi-dimensional. She's creative all round and is doing great all round. But people have the tendency to flip.
To flip it.
Do you get my point now, sister?
I don't have an issue with you. I mean, the fact that you...
So I've landed the fact that you want to use in a very objective way. So there's no sentiment of bias, but just objective response.
God's beauty. God's beauty. All of this content were done for humor reasons. Why are we not overthinking it? Why are we taking away the humor and focusing on what if people look up to them? Can't I jump on content? Can't I do we listen, we don't judge, and just keep it moving? Why do you have to now take my story and analyze it? Yes, I'm trying to come at you. These people should ignore me. I know I'm the panel of judge here. People should ignore me. Why is it that we don't focus on the human part of Blessing? CEO said, entangled or be estranged husband, or be boyfriend, said some really weird things about Blessing CEO. Why can't you just enjoy the content and just keep it moving? Why do we have to not turn it to...
To be honest,
this life.
I'm so
analyze you.
Nah. The truth is, I'm so less concerned about whatever they put out there.
Except
I have an
Vicky
issue with everybody, actually, like regardless of the person. I don't have an issue with her video, to be honest. But it was what you were saying last week.
Why do you have issue with Vicky James' video?
I said I don't have an issue with
you do.
No, let's be for real.
You do.
You do.
No.
Land your facts.
See, you guys should come and judge this thing here.
You do.
Let's be for real. I don't have an issue with any of these videos, trust me. What I have an issue with is where people try to side what is obvious. People, I mean, I hear, if you remember last week, I was saying that. I hear people say that, oh, Vicky James don't put her relationship or her marriage out there. What thing we can't see for social media? What do we call that? That's what I have an issue with.
There's one of video I saw.
If somebody comes out now, as we watched the Blessing CEO thing, where there was a part where you were saying that something around you, I'm your client and you're sleeping with me and kind of thing. If somebody comes out one day and come and say that, oh, that Blessing CEO had never done something like that, that's where I will have an issue, because sure go watch that video. I mean, only me one watcher. I don't know if you get me. So let's leave things the way they are. Call a spade a spade. Don't come and start twisting anything. That's why I had an issue with what Oluchi was saying last week. Because if you are saying that a relationship or whatever is not out there, which of these videos, what are they?
Me, I didn't say that one. I don't
know.
Are
people really scared of
that's what I'm
missing
concerned
out
about.
on content? Fear of missing out. Is that why? Do you think that's why some people actually do it?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Really?
I think so.
Is there anything like fear of missing out?
Yes. Something like fear of missing out.
Are you being the... let me not use
You've
the
not
word.
been in the
There
content
is.
creating space. I'm in the content creating space. That there are some content, there are some songs that if I don't use, I'm scared I will get low views. There are some songs.
There are sometimes you want to use a particular song for your video because it seems to match, but there's a trending song.
At times,
if I don't use this one, I might not get...
Personally, I will reduce the audio. The audio might not play in that my video because clicking on that audio, using that audio for that my content, we push it. So I'm scared of missing out on that content. For instance, like just like last week, I made a video of we listen, we don't judge. I mean, and I said I will listen, I will judge you. Why do you still pronounce oil as oil? The content did well for me. It's not still the same. We listen, we do not judge. So if I had said, okay, hi guys, on today's episode we're talking about do not pronounce oil as oil. Oil, there's not like palm oil rice. It's palm oil rice. Many people are guilty of it. But I started with we listen, we don't judge. But me, I will judge.
Jumping on the trend.
I am jumping on trend because I am scared of missing out.
So I don't see it as you being scared of listening.
If I'm not scared of missing out, I would have done it in the normal way. Hey guys,
that is because you don't know what the market is. That's how I see
it. I know what the market is. I am scared of missing out on the market.
This is it. This is it here. As a content creator, you call yourself a content creator, right? A creative leader, whatever. And you see certain things that can actually help or aid your market to grow, for you to stay relevant. Then you not say because of you want to use one particular thing or because of... Nah, that is what makes you a content creator. That's what makes you a creative lead. It's by seeing all of this trend and working with it. That is what it is. So I don't consider it as you being scared or anything. I see it as you understanding what the market is and following suit.
But you know that even some experts in this content creator field,
though.
They will tell you this, that as much as trends are useful to help you push whatever you're selling, there are also some trends that are not advisable that you just jump in. And there are sometimes that if your page is just full of trend, it makes you look like a very tacky content creator.
I totally
but
agree
now, we are now in another world where you want to jump on this trend
you
to
see why
push your things out.
You see why
so
I like this.
Fear of missing out in that place.
Ladies, let's start nipping this conversation in the bud. Right now, Sally Lokam, why do we like her? Because she's always dancing. Because she does loads of transitions. So I don't think jumping on too many challenges make you less serious or make your page tacky. I don't think so.
It depends on
your
what
audience. You will definitely have your own audience. Look at Pella. What is Pella dishing out on TikTok? And for me, I've not seen a good content that is dishing out. I'm not trying to sound like an hater, but I don't see a good content Pella is dishing out. At least Jarvis. At least Jarvis used to do AI TikTok before, but now she no longer does anything. If I am a follower of Jarvis, she would have lost me there. Right? So some content, we like them because, they are showing bomb. We see all of those things. Right? Why do you think people listen to Wizkid album? Some are Wizkid followers. Some are pressured. They are scared that when they are singing Wizkid Kese Kese or when they are singing Wizkid Bend Over, I think that's my favorite in the album. They will not be able to relate. So we are scared of
I'm not ready for that because I don't know any song in the album. If I sing it, I will sing my hymn song.
So we really have to go, but in a minute, we're going to now jump on the own challenge by ourselves.
I want to cast God's beauty on the show. Suspect challenge.
Will now judge us and they will now pull our necks in the comment section. We're going to start with the suspects, just one round.
I swear, I don't know what to say because this is on...
when I start it, you know what to say.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Suspect. Suspect is always in a bad mood every morning.
Why do I feel like that's me?
Oh, okay. I didn't mention anybody's name. I did not mention anybody's name.
I'm not always in a bad mood. I feel like I'm in...
You don't have to judge. You don't have to explain.
Don't judge.
You don't have to explain.
No vex.
Oh my goodness.
Suspect is always having a bad morning trying to come to work.
It can't be me. I come to this work very cheerful and bright. Go and ask Chinelo.
Okay, I think I know what to say now. Suspect like to eat wallow in the morning.
I am the one, no children of God. Because I like to eat well. When we eat well, there's enough energy to go through the challenges.
You still you not explain because this one is what explanation. Not really eating well.
I'm sorry.
I don't like to drag people, so I'll just say something just very shallow. Suspect. Suspects. We still always say gossip instead of
Jesus, I beg.
Welcome to Gossip Galore.
Don't worry, it's gossip.
So we have the last
Oh my
one.
God.
We
Okay.
listen.
We don't
We
judge.
don't We listen. Why do you all say?
I don't think I have anything to say there.
We listen, we don't judge. Shola, I do not always open your messages when you tell me, Precious or Oluchi, what is the plan for tomorrow?
Oh,
That's
interesting. Interesting.
Okay.
God beauty.
To be honest, nothing is coming to head.
Because
Okay.
if we judge it.
We listen, we do not judge. I wish to break into someone's wardrobe. I love the way the person dressed. Franca. I wish
Oh,
to jump into
listening to
our
this
wardrobe and
show.
then rub off our shoes and a nice kimono outfit. I mean, she's... I love it. I love it. I love
That's
it.
sweet. That's
I think
sweet.
you have something to say by now.
I swear I don't.
You don't. God's beauty, we listen, we don't judge.
We listen, we do not judge.
Just you miss breakfast every morning, we will judge you on that.
Hey, God, I beg. No, but I'm trying now. I'm
You're
getting
trying.
better.
By eating past
She's
one.
taking coffee and bread this morning.
God,
now.
oh,
Too much
Jesus.
coffee is
Last,
bad, you know.
Hey, but at least
And
this
there's
week now
plenty
we're
milk
taking...
inside it. There's plenty milk, Abby.
You are
She's
the
fine.
best.
I don't judge.
What will I do without talking to you guys?
Is a politician. Flee from her. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is where we wrap up the show for today. I hope it was a very interesting show for you. The conversation continues on our social media page and our YouTube channel. Suspects, please click on the subscribe button. So we come your way again tomorrow. Thank you very much, Oluchi and God's Beauty. Let's do this again tomorrow. And to you, our viewers, bye.
Hello, you. Yes, you. This is Usayome Sale from Ways Primetime. Now, we appreciate your continued support for watching our content, following us across all our social media. But we've noticed, for those of you watching us on YouTube, 88.5% of you who watch our content aren't subscribed to our channel. Why? Now, if you are enjoying our content, you enjoy our shows, and you want to stay updated on all things Ways, it's time to hit that subscribe button below. Now, subscribing isn't just for you. It's for the growth of our channel. It helps us get bigger and better. With your support, we can continue to bring even more intriguing and exciting content. How about you subscribing right now and being a part of our community?